Hey everybody, Wendy Bell, Dr. Darren Dubiak. It's Doc Talk, and you know what? When we talk about Advanced Integrative Medical 360, which I do all the time, it's nice to put a face with the name and a place with the name. So it's great to see you.
You too. Thanks for coming out to our office in McCandless. We're happy to have you. It's like you said, we're always on the radio. We're always talking. We can't see each other. No, people want to see us, I think.
I think they want to see you and they want to hear the stories. And I love these stories because you have a couple today that are, well, you have great stories from men and women.
Absolutely, and we always talk about, we see so many women in our practice. Where are all these guys out? Don't the guys want the services that we offer? Well, guess what? We do. So guess what? I brought two great patients who kick butt. Get out of here.
You're kicking me out.
Let me bring them in.
All right.
Please. Let's hear their stories because you really got to hear what these guys did in 2 to 3 months with us.
Right on.
All right, everyone. So a couple weeks ago, you may have heard two men, my buddy Dave here and Rob, who we're going to bring on in a second. We had to bring them back in person because we got such great feedback from people asking about them. I wanted to tell their story again. So Dave, how did you hear about Advanced Integrative Medical 360?
Actually, I heard about it through my daughter. I was at the point where I had to do something about the weight. I went through a bad time from a business standpoint, and I got to a point where I felt so miserable that I flipped a switch. I got 4 great kids, some grandkids, and I got to keep going.
So you're saying that motivation was there?
The motivation's absolutely there.
You know, you just said you flipped that switch. What was that why? What was that thing in your bones that said, I have to do this?
I just couldn't feel that bad anymore. And I'm not talking about, you know, only walking or not being able to walk or brain fog that wouldn't go away and all the aches and pains. It's also a mental thing from a self-esteem and you know, just a standpoint where you feel good about yourself.
Agreed. And you know, so many times we talk about this, and especially with my female patients, Dave, we talk about that word self-esteem. But us guys too, we want to look good, we want to feel good. And it's amazing, Dave, how when you went through our program, you actually told me that your business grew. You're actually more focused. You were making better decisions per se. Why do you think that was happening?
I think the weight affected me, and again, one of the biggest problems I had was this constant brain fog where I couldn't focus. Memory was slipping, and those are all real things, and they are like totally gone away. And I think it's obviously directly related to the weight loss.
Not only with Dave's weight loss, and we're going to get to that specific number, what Dave did lose, but Dave, I know your daughter brought up about what we do differently at AIM and that blood work and really knowing what's happening with you as that person. You know, you always hear me say with Wendy, it's about you, it's about your results. Was that true for you?
Sure, and the one thing that interested me the most or got me motivated was you guys offer several, you know, 6, 8, 10, whatever the number is, different ways to lose weight and how it pertains to you. You did the blood work and other tests on me to see where, you know, I needed help, and then we went at it 3 or 4 or 5 different ways, and that I think is a key to success.
Right, and thank you, and that's why I really wanted to drive home of how custom our programs are. And you know, Dave, the more I'm sitting with you thinking, I'm like, you know, actually, you know what? Tell them how much you've lost so far.
Since December 15th, I've lost 90 pounds.
So it's amazing. So in 5.5 months, the guy lost almost 100 pounds. I think another thing is you'll always hear me tell every patient, be coachable. And Dave, you've been so gracious to let my staff know how great they were. Tell everyone again the amount of not only commitment on your end, but our staff, what they helped you with, please.
So you have the app that you can communicate virtually any time with anybody. I had a young lady that helped me with all of my food issues and questions and nutrition questions. Her name was Destiny. You know, I would send her a note at 9 o'clock at night, and she'd answer me in 15 minutes. Right? Any question I had, you were there to answer, and your group was there to answer.
Thank you.
And they're extremely focused on me and my individual needs.
Thank you. Did it almost feel like family?
Absolutely did.
Good.
Absolutely did.
And that's what we try to impose on all of our patients, Dave, that, you know, so many times when people say weight loss, they get in, they get out, meaning they want a quick fix, try a program, and get out of something. And what we're trying to do with Advanced Integrative Medical, that integrative part, that functional medicine component, is having different practitioners, different folks, by being part of that AIM family. Dave and I set a 100-pound weight loss goal for 10 months, and he's going to hit it.
Oh, he hit it way ahead of time. I better.
So he's definitely going to hit it. You know, Dave, before we leave with you today, Dave, you know, not only from a physical standpoint have you changed, how about physiologically? Tell some of the folks before we get out of here how much your blood work's changed.
Yeah, the doctor once told me that, recently told me that, you know, if he didn't know better, I was a 35-year-old, 6 foot, 180-pound guy, and that's not what I am. But you know, my blood work is really excellent, and it, you know, all within the ranges and stuff, and that makes you feel good, gives you the self-confidence, and that you can do things that maybe you haven't been able to do.
Absolutely.
You know, something as simple as get on the floor with your grandkids. That was an impossibility 6 months ago, and that's not anymore.
Fantastic. Guys, listen, to get a story like Dave, call the office, 412-227-9255. Get on our website, Integrative Medical 360. I want another Dave story. Dave, thank you so much.
Thanks, Dan.
You got it.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
You're welcome. All right, everyone. So I said I brought a couple guys with amazing results. And this guy right here, Rob, just not Dave, even Rob, got amazing results too. And you guys, again, heard us on WJAS a couple weeks ago on Saturday morning with our male transformation stories, our male weight loss stories. And again, that name to a face, I wanted everyone to see Rob too. Rob, tell everyone how you heard about Advanced Integrative Medical 360.
Listening to the Wendy Bell radio show is, you know, you're one of the sponsors, and she doesn't just mention her sponsors, right? I mean, she really sells what it truly is, and you know, again, hearing, for me, it's not just about what you put in your mouth. It's not just about how long you take a walk or take a run, but really, as she talks about how you and your team truly look into that individual.
You know, and I thank you for saying that. And Wendy, as you said, talks about it a lot. Was it true?
Very true. Absolutely true.
Because we hear all these things, you know, and much as I love listening to Wendy, I want to know, I'm really praying and hoping that that's the truth.
It is. Yeah, absolutely. Again, just the initial consultation, sitting down and taking a look at what was going on specifically with me and my blood work and my profile, and being able to tell, you know, I have some experience in my background with enzymes and with the different vitamins and the hormones and things, and just seeing how that one's too high, that one's too low, and if we bring all these in line, better things are going to happen for you.
What Rob went through is really how we started pulling all these pieces together, and one of the main things, Rob, is every patient gets is the custom blood work, correct?
Right.
Why was that so important for you?
It's not a one-size-fits-all scenario or routine, right? You see a lot of things advertised on television, and you know, I'm sure people can get different results with different things, but you know, I really wanted something that was specific to me. You know, something that said, hey, we know why you're having a hard time losing more than just 10 pounds or 15 pounds, which I could drop doing the right things. But I know I had much further to go than that. It's an entire integrative approach, right? I mean, I see where the
no
name
pun
comes from.
intended. There we go.
No pun intended, but no, that's exactly what it is. I mean, all the different components feed off of one another.
Why was weight loss so important for you?
Yeah, I was amazingly fortunate that I didn't have a lot of the health issues that come along with weighing more than you should yet. But I was well aware of how fortunate I was at that time. I see 50 years of age coming up in a few years, and you know, I didn't want those before that happened, and I just wanted to get back to feeling good, both physically and feeling good about myself. And it was time to take back control and do something instead of just letting things go.
Moving forward, you've been part of our program now for over 4 months. What's that look like moving forward to you? meaning health-wise. What can you do more of now?
The biggest, most noticeable thing for me is I've got a fairly steep driveway. I can go get the mail, and I can come back, and I don't have to take a minute after I get back through the door. Right? You know, as we spoke the one time, I can put my socks on standing up now.
How would you tell people to come to see us at this office? How would you advertise us?
You'll get going back to the entire integrative approach. Make the phone call, get the blood work done, have the consultation. Very affordable. And
I tell people that's the first step. You know, you already made the first step if you call. Yeah. You made the second biggest step next to have the consult. And the third biggest step is, after that consult, coming in to see me and going over this report.
Right. Yeah, this is not a starve yourself for the rest of your life and don't enjoy anything so that you can lose a few pounds. It's not what it is. This is a lifestyle change.
Thank you. And that's what I tell people. And even when we use that word change, guys, you know, even with me, I like that word modification, you know, changing things up a little bit, modifying certain things instead of saying that word changing. Rob, before we go, tell everyone what your future goals are with our office and moving forward.
Well, similar to what David mentioned, I have about 40 more pounds to go that I would like to lose. I've come to be very fond of the IV packs that really get the right things right into your bloodstream, right? This is not...
So what he's talking about, guys, we do custom vitamin IV therapies. Our IVs are made custom towards our patients for what your body mostly needs, something I don't believe a lot of people are doing. And I think it also helps our results tremendously, especially with this guy here. Rob already mentioned the phone number to call. It's 412-227-9255. Again, guys, 412-227-9255. Our website's integrativemedical360.com. Get a success story like this guy and Dave. Just two great inspirations for us all. Rob, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, so we brought her back in after speaking with all the guys. We had to bring her back in. Yes. That's why we love her.
Come on.
All right, so Wendy, again, thank you so much. What I want to tell everyone, or what you want to tell everyone, so the Doc Talk one-on-one with Dr. D is going to happen how often do you think?
I think we should do it every week.
I agree. Would you guys not like to hear that stuff?
I think that hearing from people who've taken the step to change their lives, I think it matters. And as I tell all of you who pay attention to me on my page and other platforms, I'm not going to lead you in the wrong direction. I'll only partner with good quality people. And you've proven again and again that you care about people and everything you do is individual focused. We don't get that in life anymore. You don't get this anymore.
Yeah, agreed.
And that's what you do.
And I like that, how you just did the individualness, because I think people want to see us. I mean, I want to see, is it real? We hear those testimonial stories. I want to see, is this the real deal?
I agree.
And I thank you for always promoting us and always speaking so highly of us. And we're ready to take this on, and Doc Talk one-on-one with Dr. D. We're ready to do it.
I'm ready too, from Dr. Darren Dubiak and myself and the whole team here at Advanced Integrative Medical 360. We love you guys and thank you for watching, and make sure you pick up the phone. Give them the number one more time.
412-227-9255. Again, guys, 412-227-9255. Wendy, thank you again for coming to our Wexford office, our North Hills office.
I love it.
Thank you.
You're awesome. We'll see you guys next time.